All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clouser. This is episode 338, good Lord, of this great and wonderful podcast that I do by myself, in a room by myself, probably just for myself. Hope you're doing well, swell, welcome, salutations. Howdy. Anyway, so the old man in the sea, it had nothing to do with Jesus. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. So let's the year was 2004, okay? I had just entered fucking high school, and I was taking English, English 1, I guess that what would it be? Yeah, English 1, and I had this teacher named Miss Benner. We all called her we called her Benner Bottom. Because she was like this fucking like 6-year-old lady with this fucking huge butt. Like, it was like this thicko thing. Thick. Anyway, so she was very into like having us read books. So I read a lot. I read like The Scarlet Letter. I've read a lot of Hemingway. The Old Man in the Sea. The Gray, which is basically kind of the same story. What else was there? There was Mice and Men. These were all because of her. I know all these stories because of this lady, because of this English teacher I've had for several years. I had, but anyway, so freshman year, Old Man in the Sea, Hemingway, supposed to be one of the greatest stories ever. And by the way, you can fucking tell the summary of the story in like 2 minutes, but which I will. But the thing is, the story's I think it's only like 97 pages. It's not even that long of a story, which everyone should read this story. I think it's not the best. How long is the Old Man in the Sea? Yeah, it's like 127 pages. It's roughly like, let's say it's like 38,000 words, 28,000 words. It's not that long. It's more of a fucking, I guess it'd be still considered a novel. I was going to say a novella. Close. That's weird. Anyway, the thing just turned, the other computer I have here just turned on. Well, anyway, so it has to do with this old man named Santiago. I believe he's like an Afro-Latino male. I think he's Cubano. I believe that's where it is. It's like, it's in the Caribbean where this story takes place. And he's an older man, and he's not that good of a fisherman anymore. And he has this young boy who comes and helps him every morning prepare and get all of his equipment ready so he can, sail out on his little boat and try to get a fish. And he had gone like 86 days without getting a fucking fish, right? And so anyway, while he's out there, he finally catches this Marlin. And the thing is, what it's supposed to represent, anyway, he catches this Marlin, and I'm so frustrated with this because you don't understand how upset this fucking story has made me. Over the years, I have thought about, I'm 37. I was maybe 15 years old when I was in you're 15? 14, 15 when you're a freshman. Like, it was frustrating as hell because it's just like, what are you thinking, lady? Anyway, so he's gone 86 days of something like that without catching a fish. This, you guys know, this is all based off memory. And so it was 86 days. He's never got a fish. He caught this Marlin, right? And so in this process of catching this Marlin, he spent days and nights trying to catch this fish, trying to get it. This fish was so big. It was the biggest fish he's ever seen. The reason why he even when it was ripping through his hands, he still did not let go. And he fought and he fought and he fought day and night for this thing, for this Marlin. And this Marlin finally got so tired it raised up. And when it raised up, he used his spear, and he speared the shit out of it. And he killed it. And after he killed it, he tied it to his boat. And he started going back home. And during the process, with the blood spilling out into the water, he started attracting sharks. And then the old man had to fight off these sharks to eventually get this fish back home. Well, by the time he did get it home, there was nothing left. There was nothing. There's nothing. All that was left was just the bones of what was once a Marlin. So he goes back to his little bungalow, defeated and saddened, and he goes to sleep, and the little boy comes in and says, "Hey, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to still help you with your fishing." And the thing is, the story is about having a dream or having something that you want and fighting for it day and night, which is the Marlin, and how it might be something that's so far away, but you don't let go because it's your dream. It's what you want. It's something you love, something you have spent so much time devoting to. And then sometimes what happens is you do get it. And when you get it, you have to fight off things that will cause that dream to die. Because a lot of what happens is like people are like, work, have a dream, work that dream, and make that dream your job, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Eventually what happens is that dream then becomes a job, and it loses it gets tarnished by reality. And that's really what the story was about. But this English teacher I had was like, no, it has to do with, he was Jesus, and he went out and he takes on the sin of people, and because of that, then he comes back home, because Hemingway described the old man like falling down onto the bed, and his arms were out and his legs were like crossed over, like he was being crucified. And it was supposed to be the fact that this old man was crucifying like his inability to get this fish, so this boy would one day learn these are the things not to do if you want to be a good fisherman. And it's like, that's a stretch. I thought it was. Everyone has their own opinion. They all have their own right to have their opinion on art. But sometimes your takes can be really wrong. And I remember a girl saying, like, that story had nothing to do with that. Like, and she got fucking furious. But I was like, no, the girl name was like, let's call her KB, right? Or CB. Cockblock. And so that's what it was. But it actually has to, I'm like, what? No, it has to do with like, you have to, you fight for your dreams and your goals and the things you want. And even when you get them, you have to understand that like, there's going to be things that are going to try to still take that dream away from you, or take that thing that you want away from you. And that's just life. That's what reality is. That's what real world is that no matter what, you might want to do this one kind of job. Well, then you might get that job, but you realize that job doesn't pay that much. But it's the job that you like, and it's a lot better than that fucking other job that you were doing to support yourself while you're trying to get to that dream job. And even though that job that was supporting you gave you better health insurance, gave you more money every 2 weeks, it taxed you less because of the state you're working in or something like that, the area you're working in, things like this. It was able, you were able to pay your car off, your car note, your mortgage, get groceries, and you still had an additional like $800 left over, something like that. Let's say that's what it was. But your dream job, you only have left over maybe $80. So which one do you want? Which one is it? Which thing do you prefer? Which one would you rather have? So that's what the fucking old man in the sea is about, y'all. That's what it's about. It has nothing to do with Jesus. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have, there's not things that are a metaphor towards that, because there are. There are. But not that one. That one was, I'm like, nope. That's a tough pill to swallow on that one. Not what I thought. And then let's not even get me started with like Mice and Men. I've never thought that was a good story. I've always thought it was odd. Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. I thought that was all right. It's an okay story. The thing I liked about that the most is because like you knew exactly what the story was going to be out from the start. Like, there is no doubt, really. It's about this boy and this other boy, and they're gonna get some adventures, and they're gonna witness this fucking guy get into a fight with this another guy and accidentally killing him. And so, hey, boom, you knew exactly what was going on. That happened pretty fucking quick. If you read the story, it happens pretty quick. So, the only reason why I know that is because I started following this thing on Facebook. These couple things. There's this one is like novels in 2 minutes, and it's like this guy who just like gives you like a synopsis, but you really can only do it for like, An Old Man in the Sea, because it's like not that long of a story. It's like I said, it's 120 pages. It's not that fucking long of a story. You can't do it for like Lord of the Rings. It takes a long time. It'll be a lot longer than 2 minutes. And this other one of this guy who just reads you a whole like novel, but then like he edits it so like there's no like breathes, so it's kind of like it's read to like if I was reading at this speed. But what happens is that then there's like these cuts. You can tell like there's like massive cuts, so it just trims it down and makes it more of a solid, compact thing. But yeah, fuck, it's just this is things. This is where my brain goes too, guys. My brain can go here as well. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well as well. It is Friday night at 10:30. I'm doing this podcast. I normally do this like Thursday. I've been doing it every other damn day. I've been doing it every day lately. So was it last week? I think it was last Friday. No, not last Friday. It was the Friday before. What happened? It wasn't Friday. It was Sunday. I remember Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I want to say it was Sunday. Does it really matter, guys? It's kind of like my mice and men right now. I'm fighting with myself. Do you see the bunnies, John? You see the bunnies? Anyway, so I was doing my laundry, and what happened was I washed my towels, and then I threw them in the dryer, and I just turned it on, and I heard it, started going, and I just was like, okay, well, sweet, they're going, and I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna go play golf, and then by the time I get back, they're gonna be all dry, and then I'll just take them out and I'll fold them then. So I wasn't really thinking much about it. So I got home, and I'm really tired, so I went to bed, and I woke up, which is the thing I should be talking. I'll talk to you guys about my sleep stuff. I hate doing that. I hate saying that because I heard this guy once say that like you don't say like, oh yeah, we're also going to talk about that too to your audience because it makes your audience feel like, oh, there's a laundry list of shit. But that's what this is a podcast. Well, anyway, so I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning. I was like, I'm gonna go fold those towels. I opened the dryer and they were still wet, and I was like, what the fuck? And so I was like, maybe I just threw them in here and I just totally forgot. Maybe I thought I pushed the start button, but I was in such a hurry to leave because I wanted to go to the gym and then get to the course. And so then I was like, well, shit, maybe because they're fucking been laying here for a minute. Like, I probably will have to rewash these because they're going to probably be damp and they're going to have like a sour smell to them. And I just went ahead and just pushed dry. I started the machine on a new cycle and I heard it was going, but I didn't hear the thunk because it was like spinning. And so then I opened it up, and like when you open it up, it still spins while it's going, and it wasn't doing that. It was just staying still, but the heat was coming out. And so I was like, oh, so that's why like the top layer was like dry and kind of crusty, stiff, and then the rest of it was like super wet. I was like, oh, or not super wet, but damp enough that it was like, oh, it's like nothing happened here. So that was a thing. And so then they weren't able to come in until Thursday, so I had work, and I came home right after work for them to be here, and then they set the whole thing up and did it, and it was awesome, and there were two nice Latinos as well, and there was just like a 3 Latino party, like 3 amigos, and now I have a new dryer, but the thing is, I couldn't do my podcast on my regular time because I was like super fucking tired. I don't know why I was tired. Oh yeah, because when I got off work, I came home and they replaced and installed the new one, the new dryer, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go to the gym. And then once I came back home, I was like, well, fuck, I'm pretty fucking tired. I'm gonna fold all the laundry I have, and then I'm gonna just go to bed. So that's what I did. I know, very interesting. All right, guys, I think I've bored you enough by talking a little bit. So you guys are gonna do the video of the week as well as the videos. Okay, let's do that. Here we go.
Stay the Latin, 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 ha 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 ha, stay the Latin, stay the Latin, ha 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 ha, stay the Latin. You win a match, steady, you best in. You win me. Now I stand, I want bang. Now I stand in line. So I'm bang, no, I stand. I want bang, I stand in line. Say another day, another day, another day, stay the line, stay the line. Stay the line, stay the line. Stay the line. You will make it, you will make it, the wasted, you won't make it, the wasted, come on, the best, the best, the one, come on, the best, you won't, the stay the line, American, the stay line, the stay the line, the stay the line, stay the line, the stay the line, stay the line. You will miss it in the best. You will be. Oh, I'm not alone. I was dead. You will be nice to stay there.
Welcome to The John Show with your hosts, John Doogie Clouser.
All right, so I'm sure you guys are like, what the hell? Well, let me explain something to you. So there's this guy. He lives in Portugal. That's where that video was filmed. And he sings songs like that. What he just did, and that's his like most famous one is "Staying Alive." But I don't know if you knew that that's what that was. But anyway, he has that. So I found this video like years ago. I mean, I'm talking about like probably close to 8 years ago. And I've had this in my back pocket, had it in my back pocket. I'm like, when am I going to use this? And I've always been like, I think I'm going to eventually use this as my outro song for my podcast. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. I just don't know when. So today was the day. I got on my car and I was like, I think today's the day for Staying Alive. Then I said, Self, are you sure about that? And then Self was like, I think they're ready. And so here we are, and staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. So that's it. That's basically it. That's the story of that song or that video. Is that I've had it for like close to 8 years and I've just never used it. It's just eats up space on my phone. Every phone I get, it transfers over the version I have, and it just stays with me. Staying Alive. And I will occasionally watch it every once in a while, but it's really a video I send to people all the time. It's like my first video I started sending. So you get your phone number. As soon as I get your phone number, I send you that video. Some people wouldn't be so lucky. Anyway, so next video. actually very gross. Incredibly gross. There's not many videos that make me like gag, and that was one of them. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what. It just did. All right, here's the next video.
No, that's weird. No answer, and then when I called back, it went straight to
Yeah, you look real nice, Rebecca. Wow. Chocolate candy bar.
So he recorded that and was still like, yeah, I'm gonna send that. There wasn't any idea of like maybe a take two. Is that my hand? Look at my hand compared to my arm. Look at the tone difference because it's the glove hand. So it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Weirdo. Alright, here's the next video. See, I don't know. To me, it's funny, but I could definitely see why it's just stupid as hell. Well, all these videos are stupid as hell, but it's like I don't know why, but something about people. I will never understand people who can eat and then they dance and they get so happy from it. I don't have that at all. Like, food is nothing other than just a straight form of like nutrition. There's no enjoyment from food at all. It's wild. I get enjoyment from like one thing, two thing, because I only ate like 8 things. So 8 things. So 2 of them were kind of like, yeah, this is kind of enjoyable. I would say a Burger King burger, Whopper, and then like cinnamon rolls. That's about it. Not even like tacos are like, they're good, and they're like I can eat a lot of them because it'd be good like protein. But like I'm just like, now do I want to dance and move and shake my shit? No. I wish I wasn't so dead inside sometimes, but I am, and that's just who I am. I accept it. Anyway, next video.
Oh, you thought this was a rabbit? They thought this was a rabbit?
Oh, that's funny.
That's fucking funny, bitch. It's fucking Winnie the fucking Pooh.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Fuck 4th of July.
Yeah, fuck 4th of July, baby. Yeah, just Winnie the Pooh, huh? Nope. Now this next video is hilarious. This next video is quite funny. This next video is all for y'all. All right, here you go.
Hey team, I hope you're doing well today. I just wanted to reach out. I just really am feeling like we're all on the verge of some type of major breakthrough. And the mantra I'm working with right now is that everything is going my way. I'm just trying to stay positive and get things done. And if I run into a roadblock, I'm like, it's all gonna work out. It always has in the past, so why wouldn't it now, really? Right? So keep going. You've got this. I'm super proud of you as always, and have a great day. Be well, champions.
Well, okay, I totally blanked. Yeah, stay awesome, champions. That was me. That was me because I'm like, all right, let's just play the next video. It was. I zoned out, like it was almost like I was just watching reels. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Next one. Okay, next one. Heart. Yeah, the fuck, and just something stupid. This is stupid. Anyway, next video.
دي المكوة الجديدة. نار الله يعينك. حتة تقيلة صح، شغلتك بقى وانت حافظ. ايوه لازم تشتغل حاجة تقيلة. اديها ميه بقى عشان تعمل لها فلتر. ايوه ده الشغل الاصلي. شايفين الشغل الاصلي بتاع الزمن ده، المكوى الرجل. واحلى كوي تطلع منه حته التيشيرت ولا البنطلون والقميص.
I halfway through that video, I'm like, did I show this last week? I don't remember. But it doesn't matter. It's still a fucking great video because it's such a like, why is he showing me? Oh, that's why he's just spitting all over that cloth. And then he's using as starch, which is like, it's not. I do that. I've done that too. There's been times I've done that, which I'm like, that's what an iron does. An iron does that too. So I guess we've all done it, haven't we? John, quit acting like you're trying to be special, you dickhead. All right, this is awesome. All right, here we go. I love it. It makes me, dude, it makes me laugh so much. Like making fart things with your armpit. Remember that? Remember doing that? Life was so simple when it was like that time. That's like peak life right there. Of like, is like when you see when you're friends and you're like, what? He's putting his hand in. Oh, okay. Okay, I see you, Eric. I see what you're doing. Okay. And you're like, yeah, it's cool. It's good stuff. Yeah. Dude, I could pop one out right now if you wanted me to. All right, here's the last video.
That was it.
It's just sick as shit, dude. That's such a sick thing to be able to do. It seems like something I should do with this hair I have. You would assume if I were to pull that out of my pocket and I started fucking with one of those, you'd be like, that kind of makes sense by how he looks. Like, yeah, that those two things connect quite well. But anyway, guys, I have less than a minute. I have like 59 seconds until 48 seconds left. Anyway, so if you've gotten this far, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to say thank you so much if you've gotten this far. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to stay alive. And I will see you guys on the next episode. So here is the outro song from here on out. Here you go.
Stay the line.